Hi, readers and writers. I have to tell you, I've already had a wonderful birthday because I got to spend part of my day with you. Thank you so much for making my birthday special. Anyhow, I'm going to do 2 video clips again this week. This first one is to offer you a bit of encouragement, and I'll get to how in just a minute. The second one is going to be more academic. I'm going to help you a little bit more with your gums. So, I thought I would tell you a little bit about something about myself that maybe you didn't know, and that is that I am a writer too. In fact, I am actually writing a book. I didn't tell you this yet because it wasn't relevant, and I decided to tell you now because I wanted you to understand that I struggle very much as a writer. It's hard for me to find time every day to write. It's hard for me to stay disciplined. And I thought that by sharing that with you, that it would encourage you that I am in the same boat as you are. So just as I am asking you to write every day, I am making myself do the very same thing with the book that I'm writing. The book that I'm writing is actually a book for teachers, so it's probably not one that you would be interested in reading. But nevertheless, do you know how long I've been working on this book? It's actually been a little bit over 5 years. So when you feel like you've spent a lot of time in your writer's notebook, you can think about me. I actually started the book about 5 years ago and then kind of put it aside for a while. And then about a little over a year ago, I picked it back up. And I pretty much try to write a little bit every day. One of the things that has encouraged me along the way to stick with it is every day, or most every day, I try to remember to pray and ask God for wisdom. I don't know if you know the story about King Solomon in the Bible, but this is from 1 Kings chapter 3. And in this story, this was right after King Solomon became king of Israel. And God appeared to him in a dream and said, "Ask me for whatever you want." And so King Solomon said, I don't know how to govern these people, so please just give me wisdom because I can't do this on my own. And so you know what God responded with? He said, "Because you have asked for wisdom, not only will I give you wisdom, I will give you all of the riches and all of the fame that you could ever dream of." So the Lord really blessed Solomon not only with what he asked for, which was wisdom, but for many other earthly blessings as well. Which kind of ties into our verse of the week, which is in Proverbs. And so anyhow, I hope that when things get tough for you and when you find it hard to muster the courage and the energy to write every day, that you think about, maybe if I ask God for wisdom, He will provide me with that. And then I also want you to think about the fact that your teacher is also writing every day. A little bit different from what you're writing, but I am writing every day too. And I see Leo's about to make an appearance. I hope he doesn't go over and pester Millie over there. A couple of other things that I wanted to talk to you about. You might be wondering why I'm asking you to record what it is you read every week on your reading log. The reason I'm asking you to do that is we're going to do this for a couple of weeks. Then we are going to take a look at our reading logs for the purpose of thinking about the question, who am I as a reader? Each one of us is a very different kind of reader. The goal for me isn't that you all become alike as readers. My goal for you is that you develop your own strengths and you work on your weaknesses as well. And that's going to be different for everyone. Some of you may feel that part of your reading goal might be to read more every day. Maybe you only find yourself reading things that have been assigned to you. Others might determine that, wow, they only read one type of book and they need to have a more balanced reading diet. So the reason, again, that I'm having you record what you read is so we can look at it and set some goals. The other thing that I wanted to tell you about is your writer's notebook. The reason that you are writing in it every day is in a couple of weeks, we are going to go through your notebook, which is going to be rich with all sorts of ideas. And you are going to pick something that you want to stick with for a while and really develop into a larger piece of writing. It's something that we're going to take through the entire writing process. The only way to do that is to have a lot of choices in front of you and to begin to think about which of these ideas that you have written about is something that you could really stick with for a while. It's something you want to invest time in. So that's why we're spending a lot of time in our writer's notebook right now. The last thing that I want to encourage you with is this. I hope that you show your parents this inner voice sheet that I introduced to you today. And maybe you can try to put into your own words for your parents what these three voices are that we sometimes hear in our head. We have the reciting voice, the distracting voice, and the conversation voice. And remember that my goal is that you try to stick in that conversation voice when you're reading to help you get to a deeper level of understanding. And the last thing for this short video, whoops, it's the same thing. I want you to remember that reading is thinking. So I hope when you're reading this week that you are always thinking and your wheels are always turning and you're thinking about what you're reading and you're taking your time to slow down and process and leave tracks of your thinking, because when you do that, you're going to walk away with a really deep understanding of what you read. Have a great week. Do lots of reading, do lots of writing, and stay encouraged. I'll see you soon. Bye.